Outsourcing. It happens to everybody. And this is my feelings about it. I was just watching a video. It was by a YouTuber that I know up in Canada by the name of Axmoose. He was talking about an incident that he had with a local, I'm guessing, cable TV slash internet provider. And he was a little bit annoyed about what they had done. And he went to call tech support. And one of the words that kind of like stuck in my mind was, I called tech support and I don't know where the guy was from, but he wasn't from here. Well, that got me thinking about all the times that I've called tech support about different things. Generally, when you call tech support, you do not know the answer to the problem that you're having. You know, it could be your internet service provider or anything down along that line. But you're calling tech support because you need some help getting back online or doing whatever. Just the nature of that statement would lead you to believe that tech support should know more than you do. That's what they're paid for. They're not paid to read off of a page that has directions on it. They're paid to have knowledge. They're there to help you. And if they're constantly putting you on hold and asking their manager questions or reading off a script sheet, that's not help. They know probably less than you do. And that's not good. Why did the company hire this person? Tech support is supposed to be help. The second thing I think that is important is they need to be where you can understand them. You need to understand what they are saying. If they are talking in broken English, how can you understand what they're saying? Personally, myself, if they're going to send me or send my call out to a foreign country, I have no problem with that. But the person needs to know more than me and needs to speak English well enough that I can understand what the person is saying. Otherwise, I'm going to say, let me speak to your manager. Because I'm calling them for help. I'm not calling them to chit-chat with them. I'm calling them for help. Which brings me to a totally different part of this conversation. Now, I'm chasing a rabbit a little bit on this one. Last night, I'm watching a little bit of television. And, of course, you know we're living in the age of political correctness. And, well, let me kind of preface what I'm saying on here. If you accidentally call a Native American person an Indian, somebody's going to correct you. And I can see them correcting me if I do that, because they may not want to be called by that particular name. But watch what I'm going to say here. if I have to be politically correct to call them by the correct name, why do they have shows on television that are making fun of different nationalities? This show that I saw just a little bit of, I put the TV on to watch the news. I just happened to put it on about 15 minutes too early. And I knew the news was coming up in another 15 minutes, so I'll just leave it on there. And I believe the show that came on was called Outsourced. And it almost seemed like they were building up the characters in this show to, you know, it was like the small guy finally winning. No, you know, they're not the small guy. They're just like us. They're human beings. They're just like us. So why is the people in this show a focal point? It's like making a show. Now I'm going to use myself as an example here. It would be like making a show about an overweight person, a fat person like myself. And the fat person is the little guy, and then he wins in the end. Now, I'm just a regular person that's like everybody else. I don't have to be the guy that's the black sheep of the family, and then all of a sudden, ba-bum, I win the big prize. Now, just like everybody else, life goes on. So on one side of the coin, they're saying be politically correct. But on the other side, they're putting out shows that really are not politically correct. And I'd just like to hear what your opinion is on this. I apologize if I offended anybody by using that type of analogy, but I didn't know any other way of explaining it. I'm just curious why that, you know, Hollywood can do what they don't want anybody else to do. Think about that. And until next time, thank you for allowing me to bore you, and have a great day. Bye.